fellow YouTubers? I want to give a couple shout outs. One is to a Robert Eskew who donated $20 to my PayPal the other day. Greatly appreciated. I've been having troubles with making YouTube videos, so I'm going to have to redo 2 of them. The other one we'll get into here in a bit, like just the reminiscence of what it's going to be about, because we're going to save that rant for later. But, yeah, I watched a video on YouTube and it legitimately had me triggered. Like, I was watching this video on YouTube, I legitimately paused the video, I says, oh hell to the no. Emptied my change jar. I literally had to go get a beer and come back, crack it open and be like, alright, what? We'll get into that rant for that video later on, but I also want to give a shout out to Christian Pauls, who is a huge fan of mine. He went to South Africa recently and he brought back a bunch of cigarettes and he sent me a pack. Greatly appreciated. It also came with a little bottle of hot sauce. So thank you for that. And I'm going to give 2 more shout outs. Let's see here. I'll give a shout out to one of my fangirls, Rude Georgia from Denver. Thank you for that support. Appreciate it. Yeah, buddy. And the last person I'm going to give a shout out to is Justin Jensen, who sent me an email. And, well, we'll get into it here. Now, the video that Justin Jensen sent me, I'm going to put it in the description box below, but be fair warned, you have to be 18 or older to watch this particular YouTube video that Justin Jensen sent me, along with an email. And the email reads, Dear Josh, I think it is motherfucking bullshit they took your video down. I hate YouTube censorship. As long as you aren't breaking the law, who cares, am I right? I digress. I found a double standards that will make your blood boil. Click the link to see what YouTube is hiding. And then he adds the word sexism. Now the video he's talking about, if you're new to my channel, I posted a adult-friendly video of me on Valentine's Day dancing around in some neon green cock holster underwear. A lot of my fans were single on Valentine's Day, and it was a way for me to make some money and make my fans happy, which allowed me to go drinking on Valentine's Day. So thank you for that. I appreciate the love I get from my fans. Now YouTube sent me a message and they took the video down, that live stream, and they said it violated YouTube's sexual content policy. They gave me a warning. They said, KINGCOBRAJFS, if you do this again, we will be forced to give you a 2-week ban from posting videos. And I think to myself, you know, if I was playing guitar in my cock holster like Flea does with his underwear or his bass, you know, they would have called it art. If I would have been doing yoga, they probably would have done something different. I say that second part more sarcastically because the video that I'm going to post in the link below shows 2 naked women doing yoga. And I'm like, at least my shit was covered, but yet when I clicked on that video, it said age restricted based on community guidelines. So basically what it sums down to is if you don't have tits, then you can't get away with it. This is the curse of having a society that worships the female form / overly sexualizes it. And I'm just like, okay, hold up. I have a lot of women who watch my channel, and a lot of them were single on Valentine's Day, feeling kind of lonely. And then, oh look, here's one of their favorite YouTubers lifting weights, showing off in a cock holster, being a sexy goth bad boy stud. And here's the best part of it. Before filming that Valentine's Day live stream, every time I go to do a live stream on YouTube, it says, is this live stream for kids? And with my live streams, I always click no, it's not. I especially clicked no, it's not when I filmed the Valentine's Day live stream. So that way kids watching YouTube wouldn't accidentally stumble across it. That would have been super gross for them to see and not appropriate for them to see. As such, so I took all the necessary precautions, complying with the CCPA Act, and YouTube still screwed me on it. I'm like, you know, honestly, if I didn't enjoy making videos for my fans, I would have quit YouTube after this, because after seeing this, I'm like, I see pussy, I see titty, YouTube censorship is full of hypocrisy. But thank you, Christian, for the cigarettes and the hot sauce, and like I said, I want to give these a jangle on the video here, give you an honest review. These are premium cigarettes from South Africa, so if I have any awesome fans in South Africa, I'll give these a plug. Yeah. Just because you see your favorite YouTuber smoke doesn't mean you should. You don't have to, you know. Honestly, I smoke because of my Asperger's. The nicotine regulates the dopamine in my brain to where I function a bit more normally. This is why I also drink alcohol, but now, on top of the female form being overly sexualized in our society, there were some people who would watch the video that's linked in the description box below, which is age restricted based off of community guidelines. Now keep in mind, the women in this video are completely nude doing yoga. There's peaceful, relaxing music. So the intent is that it's supposed to be health and wellness, I guess. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you deliver the sexual content in question, because YouTube's a little bit picky about that. These are good cigarettes, by the way. Thank you again, Christian, for the care package. And speaking of packages, the contest winner's package was sent to the wrong address. It was a misunderstanding on my behalf. It is getting returned to me. It should be returned in my mailbox either tomorrow or the next day. Thankfully, it got returned to sender, so I can actually get, you know, the contest winner did send me the right address. I'll have them send it again when I go to send it off, which I'll be able to do either Friday or sometime next week, because that's when I get my YouTube money. Now when I get my YouTube money, I'll be doing more food reviews, checking out some of the local restaurants, you know. I notice a lot of YouTubers who do food reviews of different restaurants. They keep it PG, they don't cuss when they do it, and it gets a lot of views. So this is a great way for me to help local businesses out and provide some quality content for my YouTube. But on top of the female form being overly sexualized and worshipped in our society, women are also set to a higher beauty standard. which, you know, people expect men to be gross, hairy, and disgusting. That's just how it is. Well, what's tomorrow's rant gonna be about? I'll give you a hint. It's Sydney Watson's newest video, and she made a lot of really good points that I agree with in that video. And the fact that we have racism on such a level that people are, what's the word? Separately, I don't know. Like, it's gotten to the point where people are segregating themselves away from other people because they feel more comfortable hanging out with their own race. And I think that's stupid, to be quite honest. But we'll get into that later. I tried making this video, and for the last couple of days I've been trying to upload it to YouTube. It would get to about 0% processed, and then it would just stick there for hours. So I'm thinking maybe it's just slow internet. Nope. And I'm like, what the f... A lot of women may not date me because I have fangirls, but a lot of women will because they get to be the one girl that my fangirls don't get. I've seen a lot of negative comments on my dating advice video that I made recently, and people are like, why would I take dating advice from someone who's hasn't had a girlfriend in X amount of years? Well, why would I... Oh yeah, and then the sarcasm. I love taking dating advice from somebody who's terminally single. I'm like, keep talking shit, motherfuckers, because when I get a goth or alternative chick of my own, goth, emo scene, punk, whatever, you're gonna be going, damn, Cobra, where'd you find her? She's banging. Like, yeah, that's what you get for waiting patiently, my dude. Believe me, waiting sucks, but when you have it, it's just like, oh. I get angry at society's bullshit, and people make comments like, maybe you should get laid. That would probably fix it. No, me getting laid is not going to fix the racism in our society. Me getting laid is not going to fix shit except me getting laid. That's it, you know? And there are more important things in life, to be quite honest. I see the comments people make on my live streams and shit like that. It's just like, you guys are about as dumb as a box of rocks, I swear. Not all of you, though. A lot of my people that follow me are actually reasonable, but, you know, it's pretty sad when you hate someone so much that you're gonna spam someone else's channel with hatred for the person they're hosting on their channel. Like, I didn't realize I meant that much. I'm doing a live stream with Michael Baldwin, one of my good friends, and it gets spammed by a bunch of trolls. So me being the bigger troll, I'm like, I want to make them dance. Ban their comments just to watch them get pissed off, and then quit doing it because I get bored playing with them. But if you're bitching about the video getting banned, oh my god, Cobra, you violated YouTube's sexual content policy. Get over it. At least they gave you a warning. No, honestly, I am over it, but I failed to see how the fuck this yoga video got allowed on YouTube. At least my dick was covered with some underwear. I see women on YouTube doing Victoria's Secret try-on hauls, bikini try-on hauls. Some of the sling bikinis I've seen women do try-ons of on YouTube. They're having to censor shit. And I'm just like, good Lord. Good Lord below. Not to mention the millions of hot-ass chicks on Instagram showing off their ass and their boobs. I go on Facebook and I see several of my female Facebook friends doing the same thing. Which I don't have a problem with that. You know, it's a nice break from the stress of everyday life. Like, oh, hey, boobs. Nice. But then I fail to see, if women can be sex symbols for men, why can't men be sex symbols for women? Of course, when you look at sex symbols for women, most of the time they're fully clothed. Why is it, in order to be a sex symbol for men, women have to be scantily clad? I disagree with that. Women can be sexy without being scantily clad. That's just the thing of it. And people don't realize that. Okay, you can admire the female form without being a pig about it. You know, it's a big difference. Like, you see the scumfucks reading Hustler, and then you see the classy gentleman reading Playboy. My point exactly. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube's pulling this crap with me. They're making it so I don't know why the videos aren't wanting to upload. It's like, it's weird that all the other videos I've made prior to this point have uploaded until I go to call out YouTube's hypocrisy on their censorship, and then coincidentally enough, it doesn't process all the way. That's too much of a fucking coincidence if you ask me. I pointed out logic, and through the help of one of my awesome YouTube fans, was able to find hypocrisy within the censorship system of YouTube, and coincidentally, it doesn't want to process. Like, I'd sit there, the video would upload, and then after it uploads, it's got to process, and then once it processes, it's completely uploaded. Maybe the YouTube system is seeing that and going, oh, no, we can't have that. We can't have KINGCOBRAJFS, Gothic King Cobra, telling it like it is, calling us out on our hypocrisy. Nope, that would make us look bad and sexist towards men, which seems to be a reoccurring thing. Blame the whites and be sexist towards men. No one says shit. It's encouraged even. Which does what? Piss off white people and piss off men in general. And so then they retaliate by being racist and sexist right back. And then the cycle never ends. Ain't it a kick in the ass? No, but like, I got like a minute 19 into Sydney Watson's new video, and I'm like, I need a beer. I paused the video, grabs the spare change from my piggy bank, walks to the nearest liquor store, came back, opened the beer, and I'm sitting there drinking the beer while I'm watching this like, oh, for the love of Lucifer. And about 10 zillion things I wanted to say just instantly popped into my head. And I made the video responding to it. However, there was way too much cussing in it because it had me that livid. So I'm like, let's delete that and redo that video later. Because, you know. And, you know, I kind of went a little too far on some of the things I said. But, you know, the comparisons were a little harsh. But, like, bro. And now, fair warning, the video I post in the description box is not for a younger audience. It does, in fact, feature women that are fully naked. You can see their butts, you can see their pussy, you can see their tits. And they're sitting there stretching and doing jumping jacks, making their titties bounce. And YouTube doesn't take it down. No, they age restrict it based off of community standards. And I'm like, okay, so I go to flag my trolls for harassing me. Nothing happens. I get redirected to the YouTube Help Center. one of my trolls got jealous that I got paid to show off on Valentine's Day for my single fans. So instead of just being like, you know what, I need to have more confidence in my own body, nope, let's fuck with Cobra because he's autistic. And if we could actually get YouTube to take this down and strike his account, this will be hilarious. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. And it worked. The video got taken down. I got a strike, but YouTube just gave me a warning. They're like, hey man, too much sexy goth stud for one video. I mean, it's so obvious my trolls are jealous. I get fans who show up to my apartment and give me free beer. I get fans who send me packs of smokes. They send me money. They send me goodies and cool things in care packages. You know, the person who sent me the cigarettes, Christian, he's been watching my videos for 6 years. You know, you can't beat that kind of loyalty. So I guess we'll see if YouTube lets me upload this one. I don't know. The fact, I'm like, maybe it was just a YouTube file, you know. I don't know. In fact, there are some people who are so bigoted that they would view the video I'm posting in the description box below to prove my point. The video I post in the description box below to prove my point. There are some people who would view that video as softcore porn. I'm like, no, the video you're about to see, if you choose to click on it, is tasteful nude. There is a difference. They're not exactly kissing each other or fucking each other or fucking themselves. They're just exercising. Therefore, it's tasteful nude. There's a big difference between softcore porn and tasteful nude. Yeah. Excuse me. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the chicks in that yoga video are cute, but that's beside the point. You know? I'm kind of like, okay, so wait a minute. I can't dance in my cock holster for my single fans on Valentine's Day. But chicks can sit there buck-ass naked and do yoga. Imagine for 1 second if women got told they couldn't do it. Oh, we'd never hear the end of it, YouTube. And women would fight for gender equality until they got it, because women are boss like that. If men try to fight for gender equality on certain issues, or any issue for that matter, we get told, suck it up, you pussy, that's just how it is, deal with it. Which, if I recall, as a final point to this video, I was watching a video of Sydney Watson's, and she pointed out that a independent clothing store in Australia that sold sports goods and other things of that nature, like a sporting shirts and all that, you know what I'm saying? Just clothing in general. Yeah, I don't know, I forget if it was either a clothing store or what have you. Anyways, the independent store had a shirt that said, boys will be boys. A woman got offended by that shirt and took a picture of it, posted it to Twitter, and everyone was on her side. And she demanded that the shirt get taken down. So, of course, the store owner took the shirt down. Yeah, it was a clothing store, not a sports store. But the clothing store owner took the shirt down and issued a huge apology, basically kissing her, see you next Tuesday. A man in Australia was shopping in Target when he saw a shirt that said, "Girls are smarter." He took a picture of it and asked Target Australia on Facebook if they could please remove it because that shirt is sexist towards men, implying that girls are smarter than men. When really, it's not a matter of what gender you are, it's just a matter of how smart you are, you know? There are plenty of smart people on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to gender. Ah, fuck, what the fuck? That's something in the back of my throat. Yeah. But anyways, here's what Target Australia had to say about that nonsense. They were like, "This shirt is part of our women's youth series. It's meant to encourage strong, independent women, so we're not taking it down." Now imagine for 1 second if Target Australia had a shirt that said, "Boys are stronger than girls." Oh, could you imagine it, YouTube? Women everywhere would lose their shit. Women would be taking, and imagine if it was sold to little boys on top of it. Women everywhere would lose their shit, man. They'd be taking pictures of their shirt, tweeting about it, putting it on Instagram, making videos about it, putting it on YouTube, screaming sexism from here to the hills and back. And they would demand it would be taken down. Now imagine if Target didn't take that shirt down in this hypothetical situation. You know what would happen? Target would have the shit sued out of them. And eventually they'd have to just say, "You know what? You had me by the balls. We're taking the shirt down. Sorry we pissed off the female overlords." That's a bit dramatic, but yeah, that's exactly what would happen. Yeah. You know how women like to say, "Anything you men can do, we can do better." Yeah, when it comes to sexism, women are better at it because they get away with it. Ouch. In fact, it's encouraged in our society. It's ridiculous. You know, and I respect women for that because honestly, that's hustle. You know? Women have a much easier time on the dating scene. They overthink shit. They spend about 10 hours getting ready, and it's like, you know, sometimes all you gotta do is just show up. And if the dude likes what you got going on, he's gonna pursue it. You know, women will sit there and stretch their time, and they'll sit there and stress, "Oh my God, gotta have the perfect outfit," and this and that. Like, ladies, don't overthink, okay? You could show up to the bar with no makeup on, dressed casually. You put on a little bit of perfume to smell nice. You're showered and you're clean. You know what I'm saying? And if a guy likes what you got going down, he'll buy you a drink. He'll be like, "Hey, baby, can I buy you a drink?" You very rarely see that happen for guys, unless they're celebrities or the chick digs them. Most of the time, it's guys buying chicks drinks. I'm just saying, you know, if I buy a chick a drink at a bar, it's because I want to have a conversation, honestly. Like, that's what you do when you're at a bar. You drink and you make friends. Like, you socialize. Like, "Hey, what's up? What you drinking on? That looks good." And that's how it should be, fellas. Keep that in mind. If you're going to the bar to get laid, the look on your face is so obvious. The way your actions, your body posture, your mannerisms. Go there to socialize and hang out and chit-chat with people. Don't go there trying to get laid. Because women are sick of that crap. You know how many times I've heard women say they're sick and tired of guys trying to get down their pants? Yet when you're dressed in a way that shows off your body, you're kind of sending us mixed signals here, Like, I'm not trying to, that's just from a guy's perspective. For us men, anyways, you don't want to get laid, but you're out on the town with your gal pals, so you wear a nice little leather skirt and a low-cut t-shirt. It's because they're trying to look hotter than their female friends. They're not trying to have guys get down their pants. Fellas, I just saved you a lot of bullshits. Okay, if you see a bunch of chicks out at the bar and they look like hookers, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but they're dressed like that because they want to look hotter than their female friend. It's a fucking competition with these chicks. Just like guys and their muscles and their dicks. Ouch. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? It's ridiculous. Anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching this video. And if you like the woke content, subscribe for more. As always, fuck sexism, fuck double standards, and fuck racism too. Like, oof. I literally got done watching that Sydney Watson video, her newest one, and we'll do a rant on that later, because the Sydney Watson video response I did last time was sick. It might have been way too long for how short the Sydney Watson video was, but I included guitar playing. But with this cut on my left finger, guitar playing is not going to happen for a minute, which, that's alright. Nah. Anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching this rant video. I'll catch you cool cobras on the next video.